Have you ever looked at somebody share, I'm excited to announce, I'm pleased to announce, I just won, I just got, I just did, I just secured. And you looked at them and you were like, okay, this person is special. This video is for you. If you find yourself seeing that, feeling like opportunities are not for you, scholarships are not for you, a particular job is not for you, or things tend to feel like they're out of your reach, then this video is for you. My name is Faith and this is the AFM Stories YouTube channel. On this channel, I create content on scholarships, opportunities, career, and also personal development. I want to share with you a secret strategy, actually, and it's called reverse engineering. It's something that has helped me to secure a lot of the opportunities I've been able to secure in my journey. And I want to share this with anyone who wants to get a scholarship, wants to get an opportunity, or wants to get a job. It has really helped me in my journey. Now, what is reverse engineering? So instead of looking at the person's post and maybe being like, oh, great, happy for you, move on, it's not for me. If you know what your goals are, if you know where you want to be in the next 5 years, and you believe that that opportunity is for you, you believe that that scholarship is for you, that job is for you, that global conference or event is for you, then don't just gloss over it. Read through the post. Go and check the website of the opportunity. Check the LinkedIn profile. Check the social media. Check the company website of that person. Try to see what they do, and then go and check the requirements of that opportunity and see how this person's work, this person's profile, this person's background, how does it align with that opportunity. That's the first step of reverse engineering. The theory of reverse engineering basically is trying to understand what an opportunity requires, trying to research people that have gotten that opportunity, and then mapping out a strategy for you to carry out some of those activities to get that opportunity. I hope that makes sense. So let's go at it one after the other. For example, recently I started considering a specific type of career and I have no experience. I had checked the job opportunities and I felt like, oh, where I am right now and what they're asking is not aligning. So I was like, okay, what can I do? I had two options: to just give up, stay with the field I'm currently in, or go for another field. But I told myself, I want this career path. I want this particular thing. This is what I want to do. So what did I do? I went on the job description. So I went to different companies, different websites that had that job description. And then I started going through it, seeing like the requirements, whether it's certification, whether it's work experience, all the different things that they needed, writing down notes of things I need to do. So one example is they needed a certification in something. I wrote down, okay, I might need a certification. What kind of certification? I was not sure, but that was something I needed to find out more about. They also said that they needed certain work experience. And so how do I want to get it? I have two choices. Either I volunteer for free. Often when you volunteer, the barrier to entry is a little lower because you're volunteering. So they don't need to pay you. So you can volunteer in a similar role to that. If it's a job, I'm coming to scholarship and opportunities, but let's start from jobs. So I knew that I was going to volunteer in that field. Another option is to create your own project in that field, So I knew that, okay, I already have a platform. I already have my own things that I'm doing. I can just start to practice a lot of the things that are in this job description right now. So that when next I want to apply, I can align some of the things I'm doing in my personal projects. And a lot of that is actually with AFM Stories. So AFM Stories is actually strongly tied to the job role that I want to get into, right? Now that's that. Next thing I did was I researched people that have that job title, right? And then I went on LinkedIn. I searched for different kinds of people that have that job title. And then I started checking, their career trajectory. What were the things they did? How did they start? What was their first job like? I said that some of them even started as like customer care advisor. Some were students and volunteers. Some started with a certification. I also took note of where they did their certifications in. I check for the ones that are affordable because obviously some are expensive and ain't nobody got money to be doing experiments. So I noted their certifications and different things they've been doing just for me to reverse engineer that process, right? And now I've been compiling that and working through that. In the next few months, I can apply for a role and secure a role in that. I know a couple of people that have done that excellently. I know someone that wanted to work in marketing communications and did volunteering for multiple companies in marketing communications. I was able to secure a role based off the person's volunteering. So instead of saying, oh, I can't get this job, I give up, what can I do now that can make me prepared for that job in 3 months, in 6 months? Now that's for jobs. Let's talk about scholarships. How do I get prepared for a scholarship? When you see somebody post that they got a scholarship, what should you do? Go and check the scholarship description. What is the scholarship about? What is the scholarship looking for? Who are people that have won the scholarship? Go and check their pages. What kind of work did they do? How long have they been doing the work? Can you do some of those things? Or how can you improve what you're doing to be on par with what they're doing? The first time I saw Chevlin, it was somebody that posted about it on Instagram. She was a creative. I went to check her Instagram, I checked her LinkedIn, I checked her opportunities, I watched her YouTube pages, I checked everything. And then I checked the scholarship page. I also checked different pages of different scholars to understand what they're looking for. A lot of that I've actually compiled into a book that I wrote, which is How to Get Scholarships for Your Master's Degree, because I've interacted with a lot of scholars, I've done a lot of research. So if you don't want to go through that long process of just going to go and check everything for every scholarship, you should definitely get my book on How to Get a Scholarship for Your Master's Degree. I'll link it in the link in my description box below, okay? But the point is, I researched all the scholarship opportunities that I wanted. I set through the scholars and I wrote it down, and then I gathered it together, and then I started practicing some of those things, applying some of those things, doing some of those things. Shifting now requires people to network. I was actively networking. Shifting requires you to show leadership experience. I started showing leadership experience with different projects. And so even though some of them I was doing them naturally, because I was aware that I'm going to apply for something in a few months, I was more structured, more aggressive with it because I knew I had a timeline. Now, for global opportunities, it's pretty the same. You see somebody getting conferences, getting fellowships, getting all these things. Instead of saying, oh, they are special, oh, they are doing this. No, they are doing something they are not doing. That's about it. The only difference between them and you is the lack of knowledge and activities. If you're in that person's field, so let's say somebody is now, one of the popping fields right now is climate change. And let's say you're in the climate change field, but right now you are not getting these opportunities. Go and study people that are getting these opportunities. What projects are they doing? What activities are they carrying out? How long have they been in the game? Maybe you are 1 year in the game. You're comparing yourself to somebody that has been in the game for 3 years, 5 years. Of course, maybe it's a length thing, So instead of feeling bad, instead of like holding yourself back, study how long the person has been in the game. What has the person been doing? What groups is the person part of? What pages is the person following? What are the things that the person is doing? And start doing those things. And you don't have to start from the big things. A lot of people that get big opportunities, we're already getting local opportunities. There are things in your city. There are things in your state. There are collectives. There are organizations. There are platforms in your space that is very accessible to you. Some of these people even volunteer for things. Can you start volunteering for some of the things that they're volunteering for? I've been able to get opportunities just off doing things. I got an opportunity recently. My previous video talked about it, the Study UK Alumni Awards. And it was based off the work I had done in the year before that I was not doing before. So a lot can change in a year. Like, there is the point of this video is no job, no opportunity, no scholarship should be out of your reach. It should be at this time, maybe I'm not the best candidate, but in the next 6 months, in the next 1 year, I will be the best candidate. How? By reverse engineering. I am going to reverse engineer everything they're looking for. So everything in that description, try to get it. Everything that other people in that field have been doing, try to get it. Now, one thing I must say is you don't have to have every single thing that is listed to the T. So if they list like 15 requirements, you don't need all 15. Do you get? The point of this thing is not saying, oh, if you don't meet all the requirements, don't apply. Please apply anyway. But if you know that out of 15, you have only 2, or you're far off, there's no point. Like, you get what I'm trying to say? You need to be honest with yourself. Okay, is this a case of I'm not 100% qualified, but maybe I'm 70% and I can, still go ahead? Or is it a case of I'm not qualified at all? Maybe I'm 20%, Or maybe I have interest in this, but I'm really too far away. Maybe give myself 6 months, 1 year to be able to apply for this. So the point is, number one, nothing should be out of your reach. Number two, be honest with yourself. And number three, reverse engineer your actions. Gain the knowledge and start to do the activities. And you see differences. I've gotten so many opportunities from applying that strategy. I got my fully funded scholarship from applying that strategy to form my master's in the UK. I also got an award recently for that. I also got another opportunity. I don't know if I already shared it on this channel, but if you're already, I don't know. But I've been getting a lot of amazing opportunities lately from reverse engineering, and that's what I'm just trying to share with you. So whether it's a job, an opportunity, a scholarship, a visa self, because even visa too as well, study people that have done it. There was somebody recently that I shared a visa application with. I'm like, oh, I think you should do this, you'll be great at it. And person was like, this one is for special people, oh, this one is not for me, oh. I cannot get it. And that made me feel very weird, because I'm like, what do you mean you cannot get this opportunity? Maybe right now you cannot get this opportunity, but in 1 year, can you? Like, your first reaction to people sharing opportunities or you seeing an opportunity should not be, this one is beyond me. Your first reaction should be, oh, does this align with my goal? If yes, how can I get this? What can I do in the next 3 months, in the next 6 months, in the next 1 year to be able to get it? And then reverse engineer your actions. Do all the things that are required and then get it. Okay, so you're part of AFM community. If you're watching this video, please, nothing is beyond your reach. You can get it. Apply. It is for you. It is very key. Work towards being the person. And the thing is, even if you don't get that opportunity, that work you do on yourself makes you a great candidate for so many other opportunities. So it doesn't even stop there. Okay? If you like to talk about your journey, maybe you have an experience, maybe you have an opportunity or a job or an application or a scholarship that you want to apply for, but maybe you're overthinking, or maybe you've tried to reverse engineer but you're still confused, then definitely book my 1 hour advisory call. I'll put the link in my description. We can talk one-to-one about how maybe you can reverse engineer yourself to be prepared for the goals that you want to achieve. It's all about whether you believe or you don't believe. That's about it. So please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm rooting for you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.